Hello. Today's review is PlayStation VR Worlds. And do I recommend it? Not really. Like if you get it on like a decent deal for like a very low price, then yeah, but like otherwise not really. VR Worlds is split amongst 5 experience. I'm gonna call this Downhill Jam just because I don't fucking know how to pronounce that. So, uh, VR Downhill Jam is it's neat, and we'll definitely show it off in a second. But it's like 2 courses, and each course is split amongst day and night, and is only like a minute and 40 seconds long. Scavenger's Odyssey is actually incredibly fun and has minimal dialogue. Like out of all the experiences, is definitely the one that's less chit chatty. However, for some reason, it causes extreme headaches to me. It just does not seem to agree with my brain like at all. And I've played like way more taxing games than this, so that's the weird thing. It's definitely not like Minecraft bad, but it's bad. Moving on. Ocean Descent is an incredibly beautiful experience. Its only problem is that it's like also about a minute and 40 seconds long, roughly, maybe 2 minutes. It's very short. Beautiful, very relaxing, just wish it was longer. Danger Ball is incredibly neck breaking. You're constantly having to like shift your head around and then like lunge forward. Uh, it's I hate it. I hate it. Honestly, it's terrible. And London Heist is incredibly fun. I mean, aside from like the fact that it's very, very, very chit chatty, there's a lot of cinematics to deal with before you get to the actual fun. Why is that blinking red? Not the point. Anyway, I like this, but it needed to be longer and a little less chit chatty, given that it's only like 5 minutes long. Of that, you only get like 2-ish of actual combat slash puzzle solving. So, love it. Just wish it was longer. So, there is roughly, I believe, 5 bosses, and you just, constantly have to like headbutt this thing best you can, and or swipe at it. The swipe action is like way more neck breaking, but gives it a nice spin, but also has the added risk that like if in that split second you fuck up your little then well, then it just goes right at you. I'll kind of show it in a second. Like if you just like, oh, and then just timing was off on that one. Shit. The first boss is usually like, all of them are at random, but the first one's always kind of easy. The second one is where they really go nuts, and that's yet another classic example of fucking up the timing. But anyway, there's like 5 bosses, and it's like the first person to 5 or 6, and the first person to 5 wins. But yeah, I hate this game though. It fucking at the end, my neck is always so incredibly fucking sore. Yay, I won! Anyway, moving on. So, oh, it's already gone. I don't know if you saw that quick enough, but you get 4 different courses, which are just 2 courses, but day and night. And you have a minute and a half, not minute and 40, to do all 4 of them. And using tilty or finicky tilt mechanics. So, fun. For the most part, it's fairly straight and it's not too bad, and you know, but once you're trying to dodge vehicles while turning a corner, it gets a little finicky. But yeah, I don't know, it's lovely and stuff, but I don't like the tilting to control my character. Drive me kind of nuts. Ooh, shit. But anyway, pretty straightforward. So moving on. Oh shit. Alright, so for the most part, you're in a mech with some fairly shitty guns that overheat really easily.
Weapons overheated.
Squaring up against a bunch of little tiny bug-like critters.
That's the last of them.
It's essentially like Farpoint, the game, but instead of being on foot with a rifle, you're in like a spidery-esque mech, hopping around, shooting bug-like creatures, and or throwing shit at them, because you can rip shit out of the ground. This, for whatever reason, gives me just like horrible headaches. I don't understand how or why. I've played way more taxing games than this. Like, Skyrim is probably more taxing than this. Or at least I feel like it should be, given like all the shit I do in Skyrim, like jumping off of stuff and constantly spinning around, slashing and casting and crazy shit like that. But I don't know. Even my favorite VR game of all time, Sorrento, you can literally backflip in that game. And even that doesn't fucking give me such headaches. But optimization aside, it is incredibly fun. Not too much of the little chit chat, gobbledygook nonsense.
I'll pick him. You hit the trigger. Target in sight.
I think the voice talking to you is your onboard AI, maybe. Anyway, pretty straightforward. Bugs come at you, bullets come out of there. Don't let them touch you. Moving on to my next favorite. Ocean's Descent is an incredibly beautiful and relaxing experience. It's not very long, and I opted for the version that's only like half as long as the entire thing, because it's the option where there isn't going to be a marine biologist and dive expert talking over me about basically nonsense. They don't even like give you like insight to the animals or anything like that. It's not like that. They're just mostly talking to you about how this is like your first dive and shit. Anyway, not the point. The point is that it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I recommend the longer experience because it brings you all the way down to absolute depths. But still, if you have some music, or you can use music provided, I think there's provided music. I turn that stuff off for these reviews because music is an easy way to get copywritten. Anyway, not the point. This is the second most heavily recommended, just because it's probably the longest without any chit chat, unless you do that version of it, but doesn't subtract from it, you know, doesn't take away from like the action, so it's perfectly acceptable. Anyway, moving on. The London Heist, which I actually do heavily recommend, I still kind of also don't really recommend because like there's 7 levels, alright, and this one you're bound to a chair being interrogated. This one you're being interrogated, this one you're being interrogated, and this one you're being interrogated. And this one you're just being chatted with. That's the actual heist with some puzzles and light shooting. And that's the other bit of action where you're getting away and you have one last final little shootout. Don't get me wrong, the story is very neat and stuff, but a lot of these sections go on a little bit longer than they should, except for that one and that one, which go on not nearly long enough. Alright, just to give you an idea, I'm going to speed this up, but just wanted to show you just how long the lockup sections are, and then how long the little chit chat with the other guy is. Alright, so that was that, and now there's this, which again I will speed up because it is fucking long and they drone on. Gods, that was excruciating. That's so fucking long. Holy shit. Too long. Too long, if we're being honest here. Too fucking long. For a short little experience, they should really keep the chit chat to some minimal shit. Anyway, moving on to the fun parts. Alright, so luckily they gave us a little flashlight because it's otherwise a little dark in here, but the tracking in this game is kind of atrocious as well, but it's also because it's like super, super old. Anyway, so you just rummage through these drawers trying to solve the puzzle, open up this little clock-like thing, and then after that you just straight up shoot it out with the cops, sorry, with the bodyguards. And then bodyguard reinforcements. This is the most fun out of all the different things.
Remember the plan. Get Serena. Go on.
The alarm should be going off like any second now. There it is.
I thought Frank sorted the alarms. I'll bring the van round. You're gonna have to shoot your way out.
It's cool decorations though. I do appreciate the decorations. Can I grab that? I can't. Anyway. Dudes are gonna come in. You're gonna shoot at them. And you eject your clip. I hate that I don't get the option to pull the trigger to make that slide out, but that's beside the point. This is otherwise incredible fun. And then after this, you got the getaway, and a lot of chit chat for the little bit of action you do get. There is a longer version, quote unquote. It's Blood and Truth is the extended edition, if you will. Y'all are fucking bad at your jobs, alright? Very bad at your fucking jobs. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. Fuck off. And, hope you enjoyed. Hope this was kind of entertaining, despite the fact that the source material wasn't giving me a whole lot to work with. Hopefully, my next review will be a little bit better. Take care.